What's up, everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. Today is going to be a supplement, if you will, to my last dashcam video. I wanted to do a video of installing the ARC 900. If you reference down below, you'll see that I've already done a video on the feature benefits of this camera. So I wanted to do an install video to show everybody how to do it, even though I've got one for the U3000, U1000, but this one's going to take a whole new install because it's got USB-C ports, and instead of the old mini ports to plug in the rear camera to run to the front camera. So it's going to be a little different. And also installing the cellular accessory so that I can get instant updates to any events. You want to get up here? Got a little hair pull today. Come here. Say hello to everybody. This is Lola, my Basset Hound. She's out here in the garage because today's July 4th, Saturday, and she does not like fireworks, even though it's right in the middle of the midday. Nothing's happening. I think she's got this firework radar where she starts freaking out and pacing, so she's clinging to me everywhere I go. But she'll help us install it. First thing that I want to do is take down the old dash cam and the wiring. So I'm going to have to take the A-pillar cover off to get to the wiring that's going down through here. There is an airbag in here, so be very careful when you're messing around with this panel, but it just pulls off with clips. And then run the wire down to the OBD2 port that I've always talked about in my videos about plugging them in, and I'll plug it into there and then get the wire nice and neat tucked in up here and ran down beside the camera housing there for the surround vision in the car and mount it here. So all you're going to do is take that trim out right there like I've done and ran the cable to get it to the back, to the rear camera. As you can see, the cable right here. Ran it underneath. Those plastic pieces just pull right off, run it underneath there. You see I've taken that C-pillar plastic off and kind of just folded it to the side, then ran it up through the ceiling panel, back down and go into the middle of the window. And then once I set it up, it'll have alignment bars on the unit to show me how much to turn that. Now we're going to add the LTE module so that I can have instantaneous updates, activities, monitor the camera from anywhere instantly. Yes, you can do that with Wi-Fi connection, but it's some of the capabilities like impact detection. You need to have the LTE module. I'm going to run it down that A-pillar. I'll have to move this out like I did when I ran the wires over there. And there's a hole that goes straight down through there, and then it comes right down through here. And then right here is a flat piece of plastic molding that is the perfect size for this, and it fits on there perfect, and it'll be hidden away and won't get in the way if we need to get into the glove compartment. See, that came off real easy. And then up through there. Okay, so I've ran the cord down the A-pillar through the hole that I told you about, and put in here, right up here, is a flat plastic part of the dash, and it's completely flat. I've stuck it up there with some tape just to see the dash the glove compartment would close, and it does. So it's a perfect little nook to be hid up there, away from, not in the way of everything that's going in the glove compartment. Then I taped up the extra. They include a lot of extra cord, which is good, so you could run it anywhere you want to run it. And I got one of those little 3M zip tie holders that I'm going to stick to the back of the glove compartment to hold this up and away See? All gone. Don't see anything. And then I can load it back up. One additional accessory that I've got added to the ARC 900 is the radar. The difference between this and the U3000 Pro or the 3000, it has the radar built into those two. In this ARC 900, the radar is right here. And when the radar module detects an object in the radar area in front of the car, the energy saving is switched off and the impact detection is set for 30 seconds. If there's no impact detected, it does not store that recording into the hard drive that you put into it. If an object or an impact is detected, then it'll be for 20 seconds stored on the SIM card inside underneath parking_record. And you can see if someone's hit you or while you're in the store. I've taken it and I bundled the wire because it comes with a longer wire and it plugs right into the middle plug. Don't try to do it into the AC. You may mess up your plugs. It's in the middle one. And if you hop online, side note that you can buy this and this as a bundle. You just down click on it and add it to your selection. So that'll give you even more capabilities. And when you plug it in, it automatically recognizes it. So if the car is parked, the camera's turned off, that picks up a signal, and then it tells this, hey, you need to start recording, and it does that. Now I'm going to make sure everything works on it and that the LTE module is picking up a signal. So when I push the ignition button, I'm not going to cut the engine on, just get the battery going to it. It'll make sure that it'll say motion detected because I was working around it, and it'll say have a good drive today. And then it will tell me that the LTE module is connected if I did it right. Cut battery power. Here you can see it's cutting on.
Please have a safe drive today.
And then in a minute it should say that it's connected. I can see it's broadcasting a signal. So that's good. There you go. So everything's working well. So as you can see, I'll zoom in the best I can. You can set this up to however long you want it to stay awake on the dash to see the image, and then it will go. The screen will go to sleep, but the dash cam isn't, so that it's not showing you the picture. But at the same time, you can see I have my rear camera view as well, and then to press that to go to any of the settings there below to set up the camera, any kind of road safety things like the stoplight I told you about in a previous video, or safety signals, or the car has left in front of you, or the light has changed. Anything of that is set up in here. And then any kind of system settings like how bright you want it, the volume, etc. You just scroll through like a laptop, like your phone. Sorry, and then speed units and setup and all of that. And then down here is where the USB-C, the little thing I didn't show is that you have to go into there and tell it to read the USB-C as an LTE module, but it's pretty simple. And then the second button down is to cut the microphone on and off, so it records the any sounds in the car. The final button down there is obviously, if you're in an impact, it's automatically going to start recording. But if you see an accident in front of you or something that you need to record, you can press that button there, and it'll record that incident or activity, you call it, as well. So that's telling me I've got a good dash cam working, and that's telling me I got a good signal on the GPS. So this will tell you where you're located with GPS. Latitude and longitude on the dash cam footage itself, and I've also got it to speed stamp, so it shows the speed at which we're going and also the time and date. So as you can see, it's an all-inclusive, and I've got it set to where it shuts off after a minute of no activity, so that it's not distracting him while he's driving. That's about it. It's real easy to install. I'll make a short or another video later once we get more footage to download both night and day to show you. But I can tell you that I was riding with him the other day and I just wanted to see what the footage looked like, and it's incredible, the chip inside of here, both when you're looking at it via your telephone, so it's no hesitancy, anything like that. Even when I'm not in the car, I can go in and look and see where he's at or what he's doing on this dash cam. So it's not the track or trace. It's more like I told you in my first video about this dash cam. It's for emergencies. If God forbid something unfortunate happens, I'll be notified immediately and I can look and see what's going on. Call me a helicopter dad or whatever you want. It's fine with me. But that is why I've got this dash cam in here. One is to protect the asset itself, our assets and the car itself, and not for him to get blamed if he's not supposed to be blamed, or for him to take responsibility if he did do something wrong. So we have footage of it. This allows us to do that. So between this and this cord here for the LTE module, those are the two accessories that I suggest you get. I think this has been a pretty good install. Real easy to do. Good information for you. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, and also hit that like button too. It helps with the algorithm to get my videos out there, and I appreciate all the support. I appreciate Thinkware for their support. We'll see you next time. Thanks.